Hello everybody, my name is Connor, and before we get too deep into this Yamato versus Black Purple Luffy game, I do want to remind you guys that if you want to support the channel, head to 1000noble.com to grab or commission a playmat, and don't forget, joining the YouTube membership gets you exclusive discounts, early decklist access, and members only polls and discussions. So, taking the Izo off the the Yamato search, I just got Momonosuke on the mind because the new cards, the new banish cards, the new cards from starter deck Yamato, I don't remember what number it is, really good. The ones that are good are really good. So I'm still kind of testing the list and trying to find what I like. I'm kind of running into this I don't have a lot of characters on board type of deal. And that's kind of unfortunate, but my opponent is going to go ahead, search with Law, getting the Beer Luffy off the first search, and then another Law in hand, searching for the EBO2 Luffy, not just the regular Luffy, it's a manga Luffy. My man flexing on me over there. So this match is actually really interesting. This is my first time playing Black Purple Luffy, or playing against Black Purple Luffy since the starter deck came out with the Beer Luffy, which has kind of put him back in the meta. And we draw into Hiyori here. Hiyori is a card I'm just trying right now. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't hate it. I don't, but I do like it so far. And I'm torn between playing the Izo, get some cards out of hand, or Hiyori to put the Onami in life. And we are going to go ahead, play the Izo, and get a 2k. It looks like Black Maria out of his hand there. And he'll go ahead, draw for turn. Our hand, kind of what I'm running into a lot with this deck is I'm just not having a lot of characters in my hand. That's part of the reason I was like, well, I want to play Hiyori. I was thinking about playing You Could Be My Samurai, but I wanted something that wasn't a brick. I think there's still potential for You Could Be My Samurai in this list. I don't know, still trying to figure out what I like for the list. But my opponent's gonna go ahead, swing 5 at lead, and we'll go ahead and take, hoping to get a character there. We get a character, but not exactly what we're looking for. We get the Izo. Frankie gonna come down, minus the Dawn, and get it back active and draw 2 there after trashing a card. And passing turn, we're gonna go ahead, draw into another Hiyori. Don't think I shuffled my deck very well, but hopefully we can Hiyori into something. Thankfully, Hiyori, I made sure that the Hiyori didn't have to be a green character. I also made sure that Hiyori could play, or you can put a yellow character in, and you can, so pretty okay with that. We're gonna go ahead, Hiyori, to take the top card of our life, putting the Nami up there. I think that's a pretty solid choice. Now that Momonosuke, so good from the starter deck. It gives you rush. I did forget in this game that it gives my leader plus 1,000. And speaking of giving my characters bonuses, attaching 2 Dawn to the Yamato Searcher gives her +3. Excuse me, my goodness. But we do get my opponent to take that Yamato hit, dropping down to 5 life. And boom, we'll go ahead, leader ability, and pass that there. So pretty okay turn here. I think we were able to a little bit recover. We did get the blocker out of the way, so the Onami out of life may not be as prominent depending on what my opponent plays. But we'll kind of see. Definitely Black Purple Luffy is something I am going to build. I love that deck so much. I think it's probably one of my favorite decks. And the new one seems really fun, but I got the alternate Yamato leader and I haven't gotten a chance to play them yet, so Yamato Time It is one of my favorite decks in the game. The Law is gonna go ahead, swing into the Yamato, and I'm gonna let him go. I mean, I could protect him, but not really worth it, I think. And my opponent's gonna go ahead, tap their Dawn, and play it down that Beer Luffy, getting their leader up to 7k. Such a good ability. Now, the Dawn I have to, spread spread here. So, 7k, gonna tap 1 for the, what is that event? When you're at sea, you'll fight pirates. I'm so used to the closer one because I have the closer one. I think that was the starter deck reprint. And it looks like he's gonna grab the Rush Luffy there. Pretty scary. And 7 at lead. Thinking about countering out. I do have a lot of counter in my hand, so yeah, I'll 2k 1k and draw for turn. Getting blocker Momonosuke here. pretty good. We can heal. We can do the things we're trying to do. Blocker and Momonosuke. So I love that card. I think it's such a good yellow card. The Land of Wano package isn't as popular as it used to be, so I know why it's kind of gone out of favor. But in this deck, I think it's perfect, and we can use Hiyori to draw a card and play into it and have a little extra Dawn to swing if we so choose. Yep, 4 Dawn, 4. There I am reading it, making sure it doesn't say it has to go into green, Land of Wano. We'll go ahead, trash the Hiyori, play Momonosuke, and draw a card. Putting Momonosuke, we'll go ahead and put that Yamato top of life, or Hiyori top of life. And we are able to activate leader ability still because my opponent is at 3 life. Originally, I thought, oh man, I messed up, but it's my opponent's life that gives me the ability to share Dawn around. Gonna get some counter out of hand, and boom, we're gonna go ahead, leader ability, rested Dawn on Izo, and pass turn. So yeah, we're back up to 4 life. Our opponent's still at 3. Beer Luffy is on the field, which is a little scary, but we do have a couple of blockers we're hiding behind. And yeah, we know we have a 2K coming to our hand. So overall, pretty good. I think at this point in the game, I have forgotten that I put the Onami on the top of my life, though. I'm not going to lie. Well, technically, she's the 3rd now. But the Rush Luffy from EBO 2 is going to come down here. Definitely pretty scary. He's going to go ahead, swing at 7 with the Beer Luffy and minus those 2 Dawn, get 1 back active, and pop get leader up to 7K. Now, 7K leader, a little scary. I don't think I want to block with Momonosuke if I can avoid it. And there is, when you're at sea, you fight pirates, searching the top 3 for a Straw Hat, Kid Pirate, or Heart Pirate, I believe. And it looks like he grabbed the 3-cost blocker Chopper from the starter deck. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Glare was a little bad, and he was wiggling it. My friends are they make it so hard to make content, I swear. No, just kidding. My friends are great. But it looks like he's thinking about an 8K swing. It looks like he just goes 7. And yeah, I'll just take that 2K back to my hand. And another 7, I'm okay with that. We're going to get the Onami. And yeah, I decide not to trigger it. Of course, both of Luffy's a little out of the range that we want here. So I would love to get a Kikunojo on board just to have that pressure. I feel like Kikunojo is really good. I could also Hiyori into Kikunojo. But yeah, my hand kind of looking a little weak. I think I am gonna go ahead. I do want to play that new Momonosuke. I think the new Momonosuke is really good. We'll go ahead. 2 for Hiyori. Yeah, here he is being like, oh wait, you gave the rest of Dawn to that Izo. And I'm like, yeah. And he thought that I had to be at 3 life, but he has to be at 3 life. And I thought for a second too, I was like, oh no, I messed up. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead, take the bottom life, getting a Yamato Searcher. Pretty good call. I don't know if there's any reason to take bottom versus top. I usually just take the top. Let me know what you guys think. I'll go ahead, tap that 1 extra Dawn that we got for the Izo, or the Yamato, excuse me. Searching out something top 5. Can't grab the Nami. Kinemon 2K. He's a vanilla 2K. He's from the starter deck. He does have a trigger. I think it's if your opponent's at 3 or less life, play him out. But he's a 2K as well, which is really nice. Searchable 2Ks are my favorite type of 2Ks. And thankfully, Wano has a ton of searchable 2Ks. At least for now. I don't know when the block rotation comes in, so there is... I could go ahead and... 4, 5, 6. So I decided to go ahead, play down the Izo, giving a leader banish. And looks like I'm going to be greedy and just swing 8? 6, 7, 8, 9, excuse me, 9. Get some cards out of hand and pass turn. I understand that play. I don't even leader, or I don't even give my rest of Dawn to Izo. Oh, there I go, I think. Being like, oh shoot, can I do this? Yep, give my rest of Dawn to Izo. Now I got 2 blockers to hide behind. Not a bad gig, really. yeah, I think maybe one of the Momonosuke's, the Rush Momonosuke is the one I have in my hand. The one from the starter deck, that one right there. Talking to my buddy, who is the resident Nico Robin player, for you guys who've been watching the channel for a long time. He's also building Robin, or he already has Robin. He's also building Yamato. So we were talking about how good that card is, the Momonosuke. So good, plays so well into leader ability. Yeah, just a really, I think Buggy and Yamato definitely got the best starter decks. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Let me know what you guys think, though. I'd be curious. The only starter, I haven't bought the Shanks or Blackbeard starter deck because I don't ever want to play Blackbeard. It's too much thinking for me, and I don't want to be everyone's least favorite person. I already am. And then Shank, I don't think the Shanks cards are that good. I could be wrong though. But the 3-cost Zoro coming down, gonna be able to get that Dawn back restood. Playing down the 3-cost blocker, Chopper, and then let's see, has the potential to definitely pressure a lot here. Looks like he'll start with the 7 swing, minusing those 2 Dawn. Actually, is he gonna minus those 2 Dawn? Yeah. Getting one back active with leader ability. I think he did the Zoro ability and then the Luffy ability. And we'll go ahead, counter out of that. I'm gonna go ahead, 7 at lead. We'll take getting that Kikunojo on the board. That's gonna help us push for game if we can live the 7k swing here. Thinking about what I want to do. He is going to go ahead, take his life, restand the Luffy, and I will go ahead, block with the Izo. And then we'll take this last swing, getting a 2k, and trying to decide, do I want to trigger this out to have another body? But then thinking about it, I'm really thinking. I'm thinking position, Winnie the Pooh thinking, you know how he looks. And if you don't, then sorry. But trying to decide, do I want that extra body to go for game, or do I want a bot, you know, the counter? And I picked to take the counter because I have the blocker Momonosuke and I have the rush Momonosuke, and then we get another Kinemon, so I'm like, oh, I guess I could have played that out, but I think our best bet here is to probably play that rush Momonosuke and potentially I think we're gonna Izo the Chopper blocker. And my buddy did tell me that he definitely misplayed in this game, but you know, all my friends know I only post their bad games. No, just kidding. I try and post both my wins and my losses, but Izo's gonna come down and rest the Chopper blocker, and with the leader, did he actually, I don't see the dice on him. I think no, okay, I think the dice is on him, yeah, so he is a 7k leader. We're gonna go ahead, give the rested Dawn to Kikunojo there. I thought maybe I should give the rested Dawn to the Yamato to get that extra swing, but it's the rested Dawn and then some more, so gonna go ahead, take that life from the Kikunojo, tap, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think it's like we're gonna tap 5 or 6, oh right, this Momonosuke is 6. We're gonna get rid of Hiyori and we'll play the Rush Momonosuke. He currently doesn't have Rush, but when I return attached Dawn, and it makes my leader +1, which is gonna be really nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna return the attached Dawn from what is her name, Kikunojo, and we'll swing another 8, I believe there, and we'll go ahead and get that, and then we gotta go for game here. We'll swing the 7 there, see if we can sneak it out. The 1k, and that is game. So okay, this was a different game, but overall, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like what ratios I need, what cards I want to need. If you guys have a Yamato deck that you're finding a lot of success with, feel free to post the sim code in the comments down below. I'd love to see what you guys are cooking with, honestly. So yeah, overall solid game. I think, you know, just trying to figure out the list, testing the list. I'm building and testing a lot of decks right now. Katakuri is one of them, and as well as, you know, Yamato, Anel, because I love Anel. I'm so sorry, guys. What other decks am I building and testing? I think that's it. I think the other decks I have pretty solid built. So, but yeah, let me know if there's a leader you guys want to see me play. I think Pudding she's looking pretty good. in the future here. I want to build and play Katakuri first before I play Pudding. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for the support recently. I really appreciate all you guys do. And yeah, I'll shut up now. But thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you can ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
すぐに片付けますのでご安心を。おらー、これじゃあキリがねえ。麦わ